This is why you need to know how Hungary quietly sparked the fall of the Iron Curtain. It's a tale of courage, diplomacy, and a whole lot of barbed wire. In the spring of 1989, Hungary began dismantling its fortified border with Austria. What seemed like a small act soon became historic. On June 27, 1989, two men in suits, Hungarian Foreign Minister Gyula Horn and Austrian Foreign Minister Alois Mock, snipped holes in a barbed wire fence. That photo went viral, signaling the beginning of the end for the Iron Curtain. But the real story started weeks earlier. Hungary's Prime Minister Miklos Nemeth had already ordered the removal of the fence. Why? Because maintaining it was costly and unnecessary. By May 2, 1989, the dismantling had begun quietly and without fanfare. Hungary was teetering on the edge of change, and the world didn't notice until August 19, 1989. Hundreds of East Germans fled to Austria through a rickety gate near Sopron, thanks to Lieutenant Colonel Arpad Bella's decision to let them pass. I don't want to be a mass murderer, he thought. This action was the first stone removed from the Berlin Wall, sparking the eventual reunification of Germany. These unsung heroes, border patrol officers, pastors and reformers, played pivotal roles in this silent revolution. So next time you think a small act can't change the world, remember Hungary's bold step in 1989. Sometimes it just takes a pair of bolt cutters and a bit of courage. To truly understand the significance of Hungary's actions, we need to delve deeper into the socio-political climate of the 1980s. Hungary, like many Eastern Bloc countries, was under the heavy hand of Soviet influence. The Iron Curtain was not just a physical barrier, but a symbol of ideological division. Life in Hungary during this time was a mix of resilience and repression. Citizens navigated a complex web of state control, economic hardship, and a longing for freedom. The Iron Curtain loomed large in their lives, a constant reminder of the divide between East and West. Despite the oppressive environment, seeds of dissent were being sown. Intellectuals, students, and reformers began to question the status quo. Underground movements and secret meetings became the breeding ground for revolutionary ideas. Within the government there were also whispers of change. Reform-minded politicians like Prime Minister Miklos Nemeth saw the unsustainable nature of the Iron Curtain. They understood that Hungary's future depended on opening up to the West and embracing economic reforms. The border with Austria was a stark contrast. On one side, Hungarian guards patrolled a fortified fence. On the other, Austrians went about their daily lives in relative freedom. This juxtaposition was not lost on the Hungarian people or their leaders. Many border guards, like Lieutenant Colonel Arpad Bella, were conflicted. They were tasked with enforcing a barrier that many of them believed was unjust. Bella's decision to let East German refugees pass was a courageous act of defiance, driven by a moral imperative. The refugees themselves were driven by hope and desperation. They risked everything for a chance at freedom, knowing that crossing the border could mean imprisonment or worse. Their bravery added fuel to the growing fire of change. The world watched in awe as Hungary took these bold steps. International media coverage brought the story to a global audience, highlighting the bravery of the Hungarian people and the significance of their actions. Historians and political analysts agree that Hungary's actions were a catalyst for the broader collapse of the Iron Curtain. By dismantling the border, Hungary set off a chain reaction that would eventually lead to the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War. The fall of the Berlin Wall was a moment of jubilation, not just for Germans, but for people all over the world. It symbolized the triumph of freedom over oppression and the power of collective action. The reunification of Germany was a direct result of the events set in motion by Hungary. Families that had been separated for decades were finally reunited, and a new era of peace and cooperation began in Europe. For the Hungarian people, the events of 1989 were a turning point. They had played a crucial role in changing the course of history, and their actions had a lasting impact on their country and the world. Today, Hungary is a testament to the power of courage and the importance of standing up for what is right. The country has made significant strides in economic development, political reform, and social progress. The story of Hungary in 1989 is a reminder that small acts of courage can lead to monumental change. Throughout history, it has often been the seemingly insignificant actions that have sparked revolutions and transformed societies. From the civil rights movement in the United States to the fall of apartheid in South Africa, history is replete with examples of how collective action and individual bravery can change the world. Hungary's bold step in 1989 is one such example. Modern-day activists and reformers draw inspiration from Hungary's actions. They see it as a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of standing up against injustice, no matter the odds. Every year, Hungary commemorates the fall of the Iron Curtain with events and celebrations. These occasions serve as a reminder of the courage and determination of those who fought for freedom and the enduring impact of their actions. The Hungarian-Austrian border, once a symbol of division, now stands as a testament to unity and cooperation. It is a powerful reminder of what can be achieved when people come together for a common cause. So next time you think a small act can't change the world, remember Hungary's bold step in 1989. Sometimes it just takes a pair of bolt cutters and a bit of courage to make history.